Hey, what's up everyone, Yaniv here, and in this video I want to show you, just like the title says, how I was able and I'm continuing to build my dream life. So let's get right into it. If you guys don't know me, like I just said, my name's Yaniv. I'm a 23-year-old internet entrepreneur, and I've been doing this for about 2 years. And in that time, I've been able to grow multiple, businesses to 6 figures and beyond. Now, I'm not just saying that to brag, because just 2 years ago, I was a completely broke college kid with no meaning or purpose in their life. I was completely lost, and I had a ton of student loan debt that I had no idea how I was going to pay off. And I was, in school for something that I was not going to do after I was done. I knew that this is not something I wanted to do for the rest of my life, but I did it because that's something you're supposed to do, and that's something everybody tells you you have to do. And my parents pushed me to college, so if you're in a similar position to that, or maybe you're later in life and everything hasn't panned out exactly how you wanted to, I hope that this video can find some clarity for you and just help you out in some way. Now, before we do get into this, I know I'm still young, and I know I still have a lot to learn from life, and I don't know everything, but I do want to share my experiences with you just in hopes that my personal experiences can help you as well. So there are a few things that helped me turn my life completely around and also helped me design my dream life. So in this video, I'm not going to give you guys stuff like super generic stuff like, maybe you should read a lot of books and learn from the people because, or even write your goals down every day or meditate or stuff like that, because you've probably heard it a million times before. In this video, I want to give you guys something a little bit different, a little bit more raw, and maybe a different perspective on the whole thing. Now, I do think that all the things I just mentioned are very, very important, and they did help me a lot on my journey, but I want to give you guys maybe some other things that you haven't thought about before. So hopefully you haven't heard these things before, because if you haven't, they're really going to be some eye-opening things. So for me, number one on the list was actually engineering your life in reverse. Number 2 was actually forgetting about the law of attraction. And number 3 was optimizing your life for what you actually want. So obviously right now I'm gonna go more in depth on these and hopefully also give you guys some tips and tricks that I've learned along the way that can help speed up these processes for you and also make them make more sense so you can take actionable steps right now or after you watch this video to really make a difference. So number 1 on the list is engineering your life in reverse. And this is a concept that I first heard about from Tai Lopez's 67 steps. If you guys probably seen the Here in My Garage, ad that was blasting all over YouTube.
Here in my garage, knowledge.
That's where I first learned the concept. And yes, I did take that program, take that course. And reserve your opinions on Tai Lopez for this video. I do like the guy. He has helped me a lot. When I first heard about this, engineering your life in reverse, I really didn't understand. And it was a huge kind of mental leap for me to make because I never heard or thought about something like that in the past. And it seemed kind of weird for me, but it really helped clarify a lot of things. Tai said to pretend like you're 80 years old and look back at your life and see what you wish you had accomplished. So it's kind of like living, backwards. So look at 80 and think about what you wanted to achieve at 80, how you wanted your life to have passed, what you wanted to have done, and really plan it out, really see it in your mind's eye and understanding, and then go backwards. So say, hey, if I want a life like this at 80, then what do I need to have by 70 to make my life at 80 like this? And then you keep working backwards. Okay, so if my life at 70 is like this, how did my life at 60 need to be to get me to this point? And then you go 50 to 60 and you just work your way backwards, and you do it in 5-year increments or 10-year increments. And this really helps you kind of understand what you really want to do with your life. And instead of saying what you want to do in 5 years or 10 years, it might be, you might not know, but if you go and look at what you want to do over the course of your life and work backwards to see how you can achieve it, you'll really be able to make actionable goals for you to achieve. And that's another tip, is that you want to have really actionable goals. You want to make sure that these goals aren't like, I want to be rich by 30, because that makes no sense. You need to say a certain amount, or you need to say exactly what you want to achieve. It really puts things into perspective, and it's kind of crazy what you can see when you actually take the time to work your life backwards and engineer your life in reverse. So if you've been following the channel for a little while now, you probably know I'm a huge fan of the law of attraction, and I really do believe in, all that's the secret stuff, the book, and all that kind of stuff, and how, the law of attraction does exist, and it's not just mumbo jumbo crap that maybe some of you guys are thinking right now. But in this particular step, I want to actually tell you to forget about the law of attraction, because there's something a lot more powerful than the law of attraction. I believe one huge thing that helped me actually on my journey was not fully relying on the law of attraction, because if you you just rely on the law of attraction, you just go one complete way, then you are just expecting the world to fall into your lap and everything to work out well, where that is just really not how the world works. I believe that you have to use the law of attraction in conjunction with something even more powerful, which I believe is the law of action. So I believe that you can't just rely on the law of attraction. You have to take optimistically massive action in conjunction with the law of attraction. If that doesn't make sense, let me explain. So I truly believe that I wouldn't be here right now if I wasn't able to invest thousands of dollars into my business and my future, because if I hadn't have done that, then I would not have ever seen the success that I needed, right? If I could have sat out there and just hoped and prayed, with the law of attraction, but if I never took any big action, any big risk, then I wouldn't have been where I am today. And that's a huge, huge thing that people kind of toss aside. Law of attraction plus massive action is what actually leads to success. And obviously not every action will actually pay off. A lot of them, will lead to nothing. But the truth is you won't be able to design your dream life without actually taking risks and taking some massive action. Now, just a second ago, I said you have to optimistically take massive action. And the reason I said that is because during this process, you won't be able to actually let negativity or doubt cloud your mind. Because if you do, you're destined to fail. And I see this far too often. If you're taking massive action, but you're already halfway out the door, expecting to fail like you have for the rest of your life, then no doubt you will fail again. You can't go into something like that with that kind of mindset, because you've already lost. Whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, either way, you're gonna be right. And number 3 on the list is optimizing your life for what you really want to achieve. This is a huge one for me and something I continue to struggle with, which is optimizing my life for the things that I want to see. Because I've had many opportunities to do more things that would make me more money, but I turned them down because it's not the way that I wanted to live my life. For example, if you want to live your life with more freedom so you can spend time with your family, your friends, if you want to travel, or if you just want to be financially secure, you need to optimize every part of your life for that goal. You need to build a business that's going to actually allow you whatever freedoms that you do choose. So for example, for me, before I started my Amazon business, I had a social media marketing agency and I had a few clients, but I realized that that life wasn't for me. I didn't want to kiss ass to clients. I didn't want to constantly look for clients and try to find clients and try to sell clients on my services. And I didn't want to have a service-based business because that wasn't going to be something that was going to give me the freedom that I wanted and the ability to travel and to not have a care in the world. I didn't want to leave a boss behind to then have to kiss ass to some client. So I decided to drop my business and drop all my clients and go into a new business, go and start my Amazon business where I could, provide quality products to people and sell it through Amazon so that, I never had to be a part of anything, right? I could, serve people and I could make money by using and leveraging Amazon's platform. And at the time, my social media marketing agency was actually making me some money, which is more than I could say about my Amazon business. But I knew that that's what I had to prioritize if I wanted to live the life of my dreams and if I wanted to design a life that I would actually want to live. So go back and optimize for a life that you actually want to live, right? It took me less than 2 years to get where I am today. And I know if you optimize and you do everything kind of I said in this video, then there's no doubt that you'll be able to see the same kind of, results. So optimize for a life that you actually want to live. For me, it took me less than 2 years to get where I am today by optimizing and doing the rest of the stuff on this list. So if it was possible for me, I know it's definitely possible for you too as well. And if you want to learn how I was able to build 2 multiple 6-figure Amazon FBA businesses in less than 2 years, then all you have to do is hit the link in the description or head over to freedomfba.com/training. And you'll be able to register for a free training where I'll go over absolutely everything A to Z. Even if you have no idea what Amazon FBA is or how to start a business, I'll show you exactly how to do it. So anyways, guys, remember to like the video if you did enjoy it and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.